Hello, what is up everyone? Thunderbob here, and I am checking out a brand new game called Paradise Lost. This is one that I have been wanting to check out for a while. I was provided a key from the developer. It looks really cool. The video I saw, the trailer, the graphics are really amazing, and the story's pretty intriguing. So just to show you settings, I do have it 3440 by 1440. I've got everything set to ultra, unlocked frames per second. I want to see how it performs in my rig, and we're going to jump right in. Okay. It is incredibly loud. And my understanding is that this takes place in like an alternate timeline where the Second World War like didn't end, and like this is a Nazi bunker. The Nazis ended up nuking the world at some point. And man, it does look quite nice. Running this in ultra wide, and it is quite spectacular in ultra wide.
Nie płacz, synku. I'm scared of the dark too. This is how we fight it. See? And now Mommy's going to make it all warm and cozy, and you tidy up your toys, dobrze? It'll be warm in no time. Nobody likes when it's cold, right? Maybe when you're big and strong, the winter will go away. What do you think? Yeah,
That'd be nice.
that's what I thought. There's no way of knowing. We just have to take it day by day. Did I tell you how brave you are? Well, even if I did, I don't say it enough. You think I'm boring, But that's what being a mom is all about. Being boring. Time to sleep, little one. No matter how dark the night, the new day sun will rise. Pamiętaj o tym.
Like they're taking control away from you a whole lot in the first, like, literally 60 seconds of the game. And this seems to be a pretty polarizing game. I saw IGN give it like a 5 out of 10. I've seen some other establishments give it rather high praise, you know, saying it's narratively very good. It is, I believe, like a walking simulator type game with maybe some light puzzles. So if that's not your type of game, steer clear. I am okay with walking simulators like Dear Esther I played through, and that Take Us to the Rapture game from a couple years ago. They're not for everyone though. I'm afraid morale is continuing to decline. Some of the men are getting restless. I suspect some of them have realized that their Our lieutenant knows as little as they do. I understand that our mission is top secret, but we are possibly the best equipped unit in the entire German army, and our purpose still remains a mystery. You're set on a veritable mountain of rifles, mortars, grenades, missiles, Geiger counters, and state-of-the-art machinery. It's never been tested. We have a cutting-edge communication system, yet no incoming communications. When will we take the fight to the enemy? Interesting. It's like an intriguing premise. I want to see. Like, I mean, it is completely dark in here. I'm getting about 100 frames per second on a 3080 and an i7 10th gen. It seems like someone was doing guard duty. I feel like I'm pretty short. Am I still a kid? Maybe they used a chair to get up there. April 16th, 1960. I was dispatched to level 00 at 9:42 to patrol the northwestern entrance to the shelter. Upon arrival at the shelter door, I observed, as usual, that nothing had changed. The door was sealed, and I again encountered 0 trespassers. That concludes my daily report, which, of course, no one ever bothers to read. So 1960 would have been, what, 15 years after World War II in our time? Ooh la la. Your movement is pretty stiff, and I don't think there's, like... I don't have a sprint or anything. There's kind of this creepy, like, murmuring you can hear. This would be really effective in VR. That'd be cool. But yeah. Definitely Nazis. I don't know if this is much of a horror game. I do like horror games, but what I read didn't really imply that it was. But we'll see. It won't be the first video I've screamed. Probably not the last. I really like the idea of, you know, like, how many Nazi bunkers have I invaded and killed all the Nazis? And here is a Nazi bunker that I am entering with no weapons, and it's more like a narrative puzzle kind of experience.
What was that? What happened? Is everything all right?
It's the rotor, Mom. It fell.
Is it broken? We can't fix the generator without it. Don't worry. We should have a spare one somewhere.
Mom? Who's this?
It's no one. Do you understand? It's no one.
Voice acting's okay so far. It's so dark. Anyone know German? To interact, move. Okay, that's awkward, but yep, I'll go with it. Reminds me a bit of Portal 2, you know, when you're like in the big salt mine and like the scale of everything. I'm gonna press the button that says Ingnagig or Midderrufen. Okay, I think that turned off the alarm. So this is clearly in like a nuclear winter after some nuclear exchange, right? I'm only gonna play probably the first half hour or so. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast. Lofsteg. Press. I like buttons. Even when they got German writing. It's a pretty looking game. Maybe one of the best ones I've seen this year. So, this is where his mom took that picture, presumably. What kind of experiments or Nazi monstrosities were going on down here? Bunker's big enough to have a rail system, or maybe this was just a stop for trains? Can't read any of that, but that looks like a Nazi headquarters. Kinda want to know a translation. Hey, what was the year on that? 1960 as well. Oh, I did not mean to do that. It's even icy in here. You won't believe who's on the train with me. Greta Mueller? You were just playing her record to me. She's so elegant. I wish I could talk to her. She has her own car and no one's allowed inside. There's also a cartoonist from the newspaper you always read. Even drew a picture of the Fuhrer for me, but I think he made Goring look a little slimmer than he really is. It's an honor to be on the same train as so many talented people. Just sorry that I didn't get to say goodbye. They came when you were away and so impatient and rude, nothing like I imagined they'd be, but at least they promised to deliver this goodbye letter. I hope this finds you well. I love you, Adela. That's dear grandma. So someone had to leave their grandmother behind. Maybe this was like a bunker where they were taking people. I do think I'm playing like a kid, basically. Like, I thought maybe this was years later, but pretty sure I'm still a child. I wish there was a sprint. Like, I know they're trying to be atmospheric or something, but it's a little slow. To all colonists, you are advised that only one suitcase per person will be allowed in Gesellschaft. All additional belongings will be disposed of upon arrival. This rule will be enforced by the SS Race and Settlement Main Office, or Russia. There will be no exceptions. Yep. Pretty. I want to break it. Yes, this must be like a giant vault. Maybe they're bringing all the civilians here to repopulate the world after the nuclear winter ends. The mixed reactions I read were some people thought that, you know, it was slow and the story was not maybe as deep, and it was told kind of too sparingly.
I'm leaving, do you hear me? And you're not going to stop me. I don't want to spend my whole life here. Mama? Mama, are you okay? Mamushu?
I think the IGN review basically said he had beat the game but still didn't quite understand what it was all about. But then I read another review that seemed like the opposite, so kind of a polarizing game. My Schuber, I am writing to you because I have a favor to ask. I understand that it is no longer my place to intervene since all our early assets are now legally yours, but I hope you will grant me this final favor. In any case, I am sure that the first thing you are planning to do is cut down that beech tree stood in the yard. However, a family of blackbirds has built a nest there. Please make sure to relocate the nest before cutting it down. Next time I should remember to buy a train ticket from someone who somewhat resembles me. We look nothing alike. Not to mention your passport photograph. Alas, you were the only person I knew in all of Bavaria who was granted this ticket. So someone snuck in. Yeah, this would be cool in VR. Like, think like Half-Life Alyx and how detailed those environments are. It's kind of like a foreboding, creepy environment. Just with head crabs. Nah. Performance pretty dang good. This is a 3080 though, so I'd be upset if it wasn't. Maybe too weak. Dear Leopold, many times I prayed, please God make me ignorant. Make me blind to what is clearly in front of me. I am just a simple machinist doing what is asked of him. But in my heart I always knew the day would come where I had to pay for all these years of looking the other way. What pains me even more is that now the day has finally come, and you are the one who must suffer the consequences, not me. Today I lose a friend, and I can't wait. I wonder if it had to be this way. Maybe if I found the courage to question my orders, I'd have known this would be our final journey together. I salute you, my old friend. I truly am sorry that it had to end like this. You can almost like make out all the text on the stuff just around. A lot of attention to detail. Kinda just looks like everyone disappeared. Wonder if you're gonna get down there and there's like a bunch of starving people, cannibals. Maybe they all died. Curious. I kinda love this type of fiction. Kind of apocalyptic. Like Soma. I really enjoyed Soma. The end of the world, but there's a few people left, and what do you do? The Road, The Last of Us. Moving so slow. Like what I need isn't over here. It's gonna take me an hour to get back here. There's a thing over here. There was actually, I think it was a Russian post-apocalyptic movie that I picked up that was really weird, but reminds me a little bit of this, called, I think it was like Kuba. I gotta look up the name. Oh, it's moving fast. It's like a whole civilization down here. That's pretty amazing. It's Obi Oba, the end of civilization. Basically, a bunch of people are like stuck in a vault, and they're running out of food, water, resources, and everyone's kind of just like going about as if nothing's wrong, and like they're literally like putting books into their food to try to make it, you know, last longer. It's just a weird but creepy movie. And the ending, it's very memorable. So it seems like they were trying to keep, you know, the nuclear fallout, nuclear winter out, but I mean the place is covered in snow. It seems like it was not effective. Is that sky above me? Am I outside? So I thought I went underground, but now that I'm looking at it, I may not be underground. Can't tell if that's just like The Fallout.
Zdrowaś Maryjo, łaski pełna, Pan z Tobą, błogosławionaś Ty między niewiastami, błogosławiony owoc żywota Twojego, Jezus. Święta Maryjo, Matko Boża, módl się za nami grzesznymi, teraz i w godzinę śmierci.
I don't know what that's saying. It sounded like maybe someone praying. Okay. I'm playing in like the flashback period. Oh, like his mom died. How would they even been able to survive? Like, you eventually run out of food. I kind of thought maybe he was following in his mom's footsteps, trying to find her. But maybe he's just looking for answers. I kind of want to get to like a good stopping point, but that's one thing I did read was the introduction. The beginning is a little slow. That's supposed to be like the rich cabins. Lights are on. It's very, very atmospheric. Greta Mueller. Oh, there's like bottles of liquor. So what, did she leave her children behind? Interesting paintings, island and stuff. Like she couldn't, even this rich person was not able to take their riches in with them. Curious, like, am I just passing through here, or am I gonna explore here more? See, there's like a little pass-through over here. I want a fast-forward button. I'm enjoying it, but it's just a little, the movement's a little slow. I wonder if I should have gone in the lit up area first. Well, I've made my choice, I suppose. I don't think I'm getting back up there. find for your shoes. Are they cremating some of the goods? Is that what that is? It kind of looks like it. And they're Nazis. They know something about cremation. It's kind of weird. Like, oh, is that a globe? I can't. I don't know what the different colors are. I see green and red. It looks fancy. So many fancy things out here. I guess in the apocalypse, they don't really mean much. Wonder if you run into anyone alive in this, or is it all like after the fact? What if your mom was Greta Mueller? I'm probably gonna stop here in just a couple of moments. So just some final thoughts. The graphics, amazing. The atmosphere, the sound, the music, all really put together, even in the introduction here. Gameplay's kind of lacking. You know, it's a walking simulator. I'm really playing it because of, you know, the hooks of the story and the setting. I'm, you know, a fan of apocalyptic fiction, and I want to see where this is going. I think I'll play some more, and maybe I'll beat it unless I get burnt out on it. But if that's your thing, if you do like these type of games, you might check this out. It just came out. It's on Steam right now. It seems rather divisive, so I think either you're going to be into these type of games or you're not, and you probably know if you are. That's a woman. To the Galatiers, the General Governor of the General Government, prepare a list of people qualified for Operation Unterachen. I'm butchering this German. Each bunker should contain Aryans who are unwavering in their National Socialist conviction, between 5 and 50, distinguished socialists in their fields, or display potential to be such. Healthy care must be taken to ensure the presence of farmers, skilled laborers, craftsmen, doctors, pharmacists, teachers, engineers, scientists. A detailed list of specialties and quotas will be provided in a separate document. Furthermore, each bunker will contain at least 10 healthy non-Aryan women between the age of 18 to 25, and frozen sperm samples taken from 1,000 non-Aryan men. Huh. Interesting, that last part. Why would they take non-Aryan women? Interesting. Interesting. Well, the voice acting's not amazing. I feel like the writing's pretty good. I almost wish the voice acting was just in German. Like, you can tell they're not speaking their native tongue. feel like it would be more appropriate if it was just in German. So it looks like they were taking out gold fillings. Interesting. It looks like a processing plant for, like, a concentration camp, to be honest, not like a bunker. I knew that wasn't going to open. Okay. So this looks like... Yeah, that was that gate over there. So I bet I couldn't get through the turnstile if I would have tried it. I probably had to go around. Is my guess. Or maybe you couldn't get past this barrier here. I hope I didn't miss anything. I kind of hate that where there's two ways and you get cut off if you go one. You are now located in the greetings chamber. Due to the higher air pressure you may experience and discomfort, do not be alarmed, your body will soon adjust. Staying in this little shaft is a guarantee of safety, innovation, and freedom for any blood crimes. All of you have been carefully chosen by the Office of Racial Policy to continue the 1,000-year Reich here, where the degradation of the outside world cannot reach you. Here, where the physically and mentally inferior cannot perpetuate their suffering in the body of their children. And even though you are far below the surface, it's historical record that solitude provides the conditions for the greatest society. Yeah, very creepy. Yeah, I don't think I can get over there. But it looks like there might have been some stuff. It's unfortunate if I missed some context. Super creepy. Welcome to BioShock. Or Rapture. Welcome to Rapture. Denial, anger, these are like the grieving stages, right? Looks like a weapons bunker. I think I'm going to end it here. This is a good stopping point, and I can pick up, like, basically on the second chapter later. Oh, okay. So, that was 1 and 2. You're trying to get to the 4th. Overall, I'm enjoying it. You know, it's a little slow, but that's what these type of games are. I'm kind of intrigued by the world and the story. And I am curious kind of where it's going. What's that? I kind of don't want to stop, but I really need to go to bed. My wife's going to yell at me. I've just received the proposed training guidelines for the National Guard with Third Reich program, which is meant to prepare children for enlistment. I sincerely doubt has ever met a child no one would add items such as Loading bullets into a rifle to develop coordination to a program for 5-year-olds. Yeah, there's some newspaper atomic bomb. So the Germans got the bomb first, I take it. Is that like a message I hear? I am enjoying this. It's a little slow, but it's a cool world to kind of figure out. So basically it seems like either they destroyed the world or they bombed themselves to stop the Russians from conquering them, and then they would go into bunkers and try to develop the weapons to stop the Russians. It seems like this plan did not work. God damn, this is a beautiful game. Alright, I'm really ending it. Thanks for watching. I will probably do a follow-up on this, as I'm kind of intrigued by it at the moment. We'll see, maybe I'll do a full playthrough. But thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good night.